Fear destroys most people slowly, not because they are weak physically, but because pressure controls their mind. The moment life becomes painful, they run. They escape into comfort. Distraction. Excuses. But history remembers a different kind of warrior. A warrior who survived where ordinary men collapsed, the Apache warrior. He was not raised inside comfort. He was raised inside danger, burning deserts, freezing nights, starvation, isolation, endless war. Everything around him was designed to destroy weakness early. Because nature does not care about emotions, the desert does not care if you are tired. The mountains do not care if you are afraid. Weakness was punished immediately. And maybe that is why the Apache became some of the most feared warriors in history, not because they had massive armies, not because they had advanced weapons, but because they mastered something modern people struggle with deeply: mental endurance. The Apache warriors could move for days without rest, track enemies silently, disappear into mountains without a trace, survive conditions that destroyed ordinary men because their greatest weapon was never strength, it was discipline. From childhood, Apache boys were trained to observe everything: footprints, wind movement, animal sounds, enemy movement. Because awareness meant survival, one mistake in the wilderness could mean death instantly. So the Apache learned silence. Silence in movement. Silence in emotion. Silence in fear, because emotional panic creates weakness, and weakness gets people killed. The Apache understood something terrifying: the loudest warrior usually dies first, so they became invisible. Fast attacks. Silent movement. Psychological patience. Total control. Even stronger enemies struggled to stop them. Because the Apache did not fight with ego, they fought with awareness. Welcome to Warrior Legacy. Tonight, you enter the wilderness. Ancient America was unforgiving: massive deserts, endless mountains, violent territory, constant war, and inside that brutal world stood the Apache warrior. Enemies feared them deeply, not because the Apache were reckless, but because they were patient. Most warriors fought emotionally. The Apache fought strategically. They attacked suddenly, vanished instantly, and survived longer than armies much larger than themselves. Because survival was not luck, it was preparation. The Apache warrior mindset was built around awareness constantly. Every sound mattered. Every footprint mattered. Every decision mattered. One careless mistake could expose an entire group, and exposure meant death. That pressure transformed people. Modern society avoids pressure constantly. People run from discomfort, run from pain, run from struggle, but the Apache lived inside struggle daily, and struggle changed them. Every journey through the wilderness became psychological warfare. Heat attacked the body. Fear attacked the mind. Exhaustion attacked discipline. And yet, the Apache continued moving forward. Because stopping too early could mean death, every Apache warrior understood a brutal truth: nature respects discipline only. The weak disappeared quickly, the careless died early, and only disciplined minds survived pressure repeatedly. This is what modern people misunderstand about mental strength. Mental strength is not loud motivation. Mental strength is emotional control during painful moments. The Apache warriors remained calm under pressure because panic destroys awareness, and awareness was survival. Imagine surviving alone inside endless wilderness. No comfort, no certainty, no protection, only instinct, only patience, only discipline. That kind of pressure changes people permanently. Maybe that is why modern people struggle emotionally today. Because modern life removes discomfort constantly. Fast entertainment, easy pleasure, instant distraction. Everything trains the mind to become weaker emotionally, but the Apache mindset trained the opposite: patience, control, endurance, awareness. Because survival belongs to disciplined minds, and disciplined minds remain dangerous under pressure. This is why Apache warriors became feared psychologically. Enemies rarely saw them coming. The Apache mastered patience so deeply that they could wait silently for hours, sometimes days, watching, tracking, observing weakness carefully, because emotional reactions create mistakes and mistakes create death. Modern people struggle with silence constantly. They need noise, entertainment, distraction. But silence reveals truth, and the Apache warrior lived inside silence. That silence strengthened awareness, strengthened patience, strengthened control. The Apache understood something modern society forgot long ago: the mind becomes stronger through hardship, not comfort. Comfort creates softness, but suffering creates awareness. This is why the Apache viewed struggle differently. They did not ask, "Why is life difficult?" Instead, they adapted to difficulty. Because survival demanded adaptation constantly, the wilderness punished emotional weakness immediately. Fear could not control movement, panic could not control decisions, hesitation could not survive pressure. That is what transformed Apache warriors mentally. Not comfort, pressure. Most people today avoid pressure constantly. But pressure reveals identity. When life becomes painful, your real mindset appears immediately. The Apache mindset was not about violence. It was about endurance. The ability to continue when fear attacks the mind. The ability to remain calm when exhaustion destroys the body. The ability to survive suffering without losing discipline. That is rare power, and rare power creates dangerous people. This is why ancient warriors respected hardship, because hardship builds resilience, resilience builds discipline, and discipline creates survival. The Apache warrior understood something terrifying: fear never disappears completely. You simply learn to move despite it. That is real courage, not the absence of fear. Control over fear. This is why disciplined people often appear calmer under pressure. They trained themselves through discomfort repeatedly. The Apache had no choice. Discipline was survival. And survival created transformation. Pain forced awareness, pressure forced discipline, and discipline forced evolution. The same principle still exists today. Your wilderness simply looks different now. Stress, failure, bills, loneliness, distraction, emotional weakness. Modern people still fight survival battles daily, but most battles are internal now. Fear of discomfort, fear of failure, fear of pressure, and every day life asks the same question: will you collapse under pressure or become stronger through it? Because pressure reveals identity. The Apache warrior became dangerous because suffering built awareness, and awareness built discipline. That is the transformation, that is the lesson of survival, and maybe that is why the Apache warrior remains unforgettable. Not because he conquered others, but because he conquered himself. If this lesson awakened something inside you, then stop running from discomfort. Because the Apache warriors understood something modern people often forget. Comfort creates weakness, but pressure creates awareness, and awareness creates survival. Subscribe to Warrior Legacy and join the warriors forging discipline through survival. Comment below. Discipline creates survival. Like this video if you are ready to become mentally stronger. And remember this carefully. Silence observes. Pressure reveals. Discipline survives.